Hey guys, welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Today the March update is finally here, bringing about a bunch of changes to the game, and I want to go through and share with you guys some of the undocumented changes or hidden changes that you might not know about, and a couple of these changes are huge and game-changing, and it's very important you understand how these changes work because they will impact the strategy of every single battle you have. And a couple of the other changes are less important, and you probably already know about a few of them, but let's go ahead and take a look at the game-changing ones first. Now, the first change is by far the most important and game-changing, but there appears to be a significant difference in the way that ranged units are behaving and targeting. Now, in the past, you might have noticed that sometimes a ranged unit will stop attacking a target early and move on. I think it's because in the past, ranged units had some sort of predictive targeting system where if another ranged unit fired a projectile that would end up killing their target, they already considered that target dead and they moved on early in the interest of efficiency. And this was good because something like archers were really effective at countering Skarmy and Graveyard because each archer knew they could handle their own skeleton and they wouldn't overlap attacks at all. But it was also not so good because, for example, minions against a Royal Giant, sometimes the minions would leave the Royal Giant early and allow one extra attack because the Crown Tower would fire the final arrow that would kill the Royal Giant, but it doesn't account for the projectile travel time, and by the time the arrow goes from the Crown Tower to the Royal Giant gets one extra attack off. Now, this system appears to have changed because I'm noticing minions staying on a Royal Giant longer until it's actually dead, and I'm also noticing that archers, for example, are having a hard time against Graveyard and Skeleton Army because they often overlap their attacks now, whereas previously they would each target their own skeleton. Now, I'm not 100% sure as to what exactly changed or how the system now works. I'm just noticing a huge change in performance of some ranged units. If you guys are noticing the same thing, let me know in the comment section down below what interactions have changed since the update. But if I had to take a guess as to why this changed, I would say it's probably to get ready for the heal spell. Because if you could imagine the old system of minions leaving a Royal Giant at 1 health left because the Crown Tower already fired the final blow that will kill the Royal Giant. Now imagine your opponent heals the Royal Giant before that arrow lands and your minions have already left. So now you have a Royal Giant that's still alive, minions have left, and this Royal Giant is still doing damage to your tower. So if I had to guess, I would say that's why they changed the system, but I'm honestly not 100% sure as to what changed or why it changed or what's really going on. Just letting you guys know what I'm noticing. Now, the second major game-changing change that I want to talk about is the fix for the True Blue and the True Red system. Now, in case you don't know what that is, it's not really important anymore because it's no longer in the game. But what is important is understanding how the fix will impact your gameplay. And I want to talk about two major things here. The first being Hog Riders, the second being troop splitting behind your King Tower. Now, in the past, you could do a really defensive cannon placement or defense placement with a 3-4 tile split, and that'll actually pull the Hog Rider all the way within range of both Crown Towers unless they did a pig push. Now, after the True Blue and the True Red fix, your opponent no longer needs to do a pig push to get that Hog Rider past that defense. So to put it simply here, 1, expect Hog Riders to have a much easier time getting past your defenses to your tower, and 2, you have to be much more aggressive with your defense placement if you want to distract those Hog Riders. Now let's talk about troop splitting here. In the past, if you try to split up barbarians behind your King Tower, you would more than likely have 3 barbarians go to the right-hand side and 1 barbarian go to the left-hand side. That is now fixed. You can effectively split always and consistently 2 barbarians to the left-hand side and 2 barbarians to the right-hand side if you're using it behind your King Tower. And similarly, in the past, if you had a 1-tower lead, one of your opponent's Crown Towers were down, you could no longer split troops behind your King Tower. They would always go to one side. That has also been fixed. If you have a 1-tower lead, troops will still continue to split properly behind your King Tower. So the third and final game-changing change that I want to bring to your attention is more than likely a bug, so I definitely expect it to be fixed here soon, but I wanted to bring it up to you guys anyways just in case you use these cards. But the Xbow and the Dark Goblin have a much slower attack speed right now after the update. Almost 20% slower to be exact. So if you are the kind of person that likes to use an Xbow Siege deck, I would say probably hold off on using the Xbow for now until we hear more information from Supercell as to whether or not it's a bug and when it's getting fixed. So that is the end of the major game-changing changes in the update that I really wanted to bring to you guys' attention. If I missed something that's very important, please let me know in the comment section down below. But let's go ahead here and take a look at some of the other undocumented changes that you might not know about. You can now sort your friends list by trophy count or by online or offline status. The card donation limit has also been increased to a value of 260 cards per day, and you can also now spectate your clan members while they are in battles live. And probably my favorite change of all, crowns earned from challenges now count towards your clan chest, which is really going to help out a lot of the smaller clans that have a hard time farming those tier 10 clan chests. The home screen now looks a bit different. The background randomly lights up, and your profile has a new tab and a new look. You can no longer see your previous season or your best season on your profile page. The tournaments tab in your activity log now shows progress bars versus the previous system. The executioner bugs were fixed in this update. He'll no longer stun units with his attack, and he can no longer hit units behind him with his axe throws, which makes him a lot easier to surround with swarm units like Skarmy and stuff like that. Alright, so that's the end of all the hidden changes that I think you guys might not have noticed. Now we're going to go ahead and finish the video off by doing one live battle in this new Legendary Arena, just to have a taste as to what it's like. I'm going to go ahead and rock this P.E.K.K.A. minor control deck, which did really well for me in the stream the other day, where I got a bunch of 12 wins in the grand challenges. So let's go ahead and pull this guy over. There we go. Look at this new arena, guys. One little tidbit that I will tell you, on the bottom left corner there, the trophies on that pillar, there's more and more trophies the higher your trophy count, so that's kind of cool. Kind of cool to know. Of course, this is the first time I'm playing since season reset, so, yeah. So let's go ahead and get a miner going on right here, up in there, take out that musketeer. And I want to tank this. Uh-oh. There we go. Poison do anything? It will kill the musketeer, but not really much. Alright, so alright. Oh! Good thing we got the Electro Wizard, guys. The Electro Wizard just shuts down the Sparky so much. I want to use Skeletons here because I want to get my Furnace up first before we do anything. Because I feel like he might go in here soon with a Hog Rider. So we're going to go Furnace right here. He's going to lock that. There we go. Hog Rider's going down. He's going to fire that. Okay, now we'll go Electro Wizard to shut down both the Hog Rider and the Sparky. Look at that, guys. Look how efficient the Electro Wizard is, man. Just shutting down the Sparky. Sparky's dead. Now we've got some Fire Spirits getting up in there. But what do you guys think of this new update so far? Like, let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Any of those changes that I missed that you guys noticed, let me know what you think. Any interactions that have changed, feel free to let me know as well. But this deck is all about that chip damage. So I'm going to go ahead with the Naked Miner right there. Alright, he's going to log it. I'm okay with the log because the Furnace is about to go down, but we'll have a new one here in a second. Right there. But the thing is, with the defense targeting change with the Hog Rider, he could Hog Rider this lane right here without a pig push. So I wanted to point that out to you guys, because if you defend against a Hog Rider, you need to know that. And if you use a Hog Rider and your opponent doesn't know that, you can take advantage of that situation. So, actually going to start doing a slow P.E.K.K.A. push here, because that'll shut down that lane for a Hog Rider if he tries to cycle. And let's see here. Alrighty, so we'll go... Let's go Miner here. Get some Fire Spirits going. Poison for the Musketeer. And then, I didn't want to use the Electro Wizard just in case he countered it somehow. But we'll go Sparky. Oh, never mind. That's what I meant, guys. That's what I didn't want to do. Because I'm a scrub. Yes! Minions will kill the Sparky. There we go. He will zap that, but honestly, Miner counter push will do work regardless. Poison on the Musketeer, and there we go. Minion's getting a couple hits off. Even with that one bad play with the Electro Wizard, we're still going to have the victory here, guys. There we go. Ice Golem won't get to the tower, but as I said before, he could hog push this lane without a pig push and get straight to my tower now after that change, so it's very important you guys know that. Good game to my friend up there, Osama. But that's going to be the end of the video, guys. I know it's a super short one, but I wanted to keep it short and sweet, to the point, and just kind of give you guys the hidden changes that I've noticed since the update. But like I said before, let me know what changes you have noticed as well in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for some more Clash Royale content. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We will see you in the next one.